Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Pittsfield Public School Athletic Department wants to welcome you to Pittsfield High School, home of the Dome, for tonight's Western Mass girls basketball game between the visiting Springfield International Charter School and your hosts, the Pittsfield High Generals. We want to remind you that participating student athletes, coaches, and practice officials have worked diligently to prepare for tonight's game. With this in mind, we expect all in attendance to display energy, enthusiasm, and support in a positive manner on and off the court. We thank you in advance for your cooperation and support of our student athletes. And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Bulldogs. Starting at the guard, number 3, Bethany Richardson. Starting at the other guard, number 5, Alana Chambers. Starting at the forward, number 10, Mia Terry. Starting at the other forward, number 15, Promise Watts. And starting at center, number 30, Aaliyah Diaz. And now, the starting lineup for your Pittsfield High Lady Generals. Starting at the guard, a senior, number 1, Brigitte Ellerby. Starting at the other guard, a sophomore, number 3, Caprice Conyers. Starting at the forward, a senior, number 4, Madison Stacks. Starting at the other forward, a senior, number 13, Kiana Summers. And starting at the center, a senior, number 5, Carolyn Castillo. The Pittsfield High Lady Generals are led by head coach Christy Conyers and assistant coaches Lauren Powell and Fiona Crozier-Hayes. The officials for tonight's matchup are Holly McGovern, Mark Haley, and Jack Wood. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Dome Zone, Pittsfield High School, East Street in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, for Game 1 of a doubleheader. It's starting off with the girls' Western Mass Class B tournament quarterfinal round between the 8th-seeded Springfield International Charter School Bulldogs and the host, the 1-seed, the PHS Generals. I'm Zach Bianco, going along with it tonight for the doubleheader. And the tip is won by the Bulldogs for 6. They come into this one 14-4. They've won their last 6 games in a row as a quick takeaway and 2 quick points. Quick offense there. That is Summers for her first 2 points. And the first 2 points of the ball game for either team. Quickly the other way with speed. That is Mia Terry, and she will draw contact and go to the line and shoot 2. So the Bulldogs 14-4. They've won their last 6 games in a row. They've also won 9 of their last 10. Coming in on a pretty big hot streak here tonight. Again, a big game for either team, no doubt, as the first free throw is off from Terry. The Bulldogs haven't lost since January 17th. That's when they played St. Johnsbury Academy. They lost that one 48-28. And the second free throw goes down for Terry. Now PHS on offense. In this Class B Western Mass quarterfinal game, that one goes out of bounds off of the knee, it looks like, there of Conyers. So a turnover there by the Generals. The Generals in the home whites. And the Bulldogs, the Road Blacks with the gray trim. And the full court press coming into play here early on for the Generals, as that one goes out of bounds. Again, just getting underway here in the first game of a doubleheader. The one after this is between the visitors from Frontier taking on the PHS. Again, that is the boys' game coming up after this. In the post, down in the paint, trying to find a cutting Ellerby on the baseline, but shut down by the Bulldogs defense. They send it back out high. And that pass intended for Castillo. Definitely one of their top scorers on the Generals this year in the bright orange sneakers. But good defense by the Bulldogs. And they will maintain possession, but this full court press, the Bulldogs having a little trouble right now getting this past half court. But some good passing by the Bulldogs in the backcourt. Chambers, defended by Castillo, able to get it down to the baseline, and then it's taken away by Castillo. Good defense by the Generals. Fast break, another 2 points. And that time it comes from Conyers. So Summers and Conyers getting the scoring started here for PHS, and a turnover by the Bulldogs, and then a double dribble, the call there on Brige Ellerby. So the Bulldogs with the possession. Again, the full court press by the Generals. Conyers on defense. Diaz able to get it up past midcourt. Chambers trapped, has nowhere to go, is able to just get it to Richardson. That one off the side of the backboard, and the rebound by Conyers. Fast break again. Conyers goes up strong off the glass. Contact, but no call. And the offensive rebound thrown out and controlled by Conyers. Castillo. Around the world they go, and that one blocked, but sent back out high. Summers, mid-ranger, no good. Offensive rebound down low by Stetz. Stetz able to get it out. Conyers a three, and that one's off the mark, no good. And an aggressive rebound there. Good rebound down low by Promise Watts. Terry stripped and able to get it back. Good bounce pass, and the mid-ranger is too strong, and the rebound by Castillo, and Castillo double teamed, able to eventually scoop it to her teammate to her left. Conyers, fast break. Here's Stetz. Good passing by PHS out along the arc. Castillo, down low, Summers. Castillo give and go in the paint. And Castillo with her first 2 points. And a timeout is called by the Bulldogs. 5:11 remaining here in the first quarter. I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. If you're watching either on our YouTube stream or PCTV Select 2, this game is underwritten by Access Plus, Hot Harry's, Lee Bank, and BCC. So both teams will talk things over. The first stoppage in play, 5:11 remaining in the first quarter. It's all PHS early, 6-1. Welcome back after the Bulldogs timeout. Side out, and SICS will get the ball here. Again, the Generals with that tenacious full court press, putting on a lot of pressure and forcing turnovers just like that. And Castillo almost with a turnover. Not really much she could do by her bench. This one will remain with the Bulldogs. And our first substitution of the contest, Anaya Richardson checks into the game. One of their top players for the Bulldogs. She got 104 points this season. And a trap in the corner. Able to get it out baseline. Here's Richardson, and she gets 2 points. 6-3 Generals, more than halfway done with the first quarter. Mid-ranger, that shot off the window for Conyers. It's another 2 points. Conyers with 4 of the Generals' 8 points. And Castillo able to get a hand on that one, but it's tipped right back. And a travel is called on Watts. So another turnover by the Bulldogs. The Generals taking advantage of these early turnovers, and they're getting some fast break points. Really, everybody's sharing the ball. 4 points for Conyers, 2 for Castillo, 2 for Summers as well. In the corner, Ellerby thought about it. She was wide open, but played it back out top. Ellerby. And this one taken away in the backcourt by Richardson. She needs some help, and she gets it. Chambers being defended by Conyers on the near side. Now Richardson fires a 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Richardson, and that one no good as well. And the Generals able to get the rebound. That's Madison Stetz with the board. The Generals down low. Conyers couldn't quite handle it. She was open under the basket, and some good hands by Richardson. The Bulldogs now the other way, led by Richardson. She was double teamed, and she stepped out of bounds. It'll be Generals basketball. And Smith Moody checks into the game for the Generals. PHS with the basketball, 3.5 remaining here in quarter number 1. 8-3, Generals with the lead. They're being led 4 points by Caprice Conyers. Castillo down low. Now in the corner, wide open. Conyers a 3. That one off the mark, off the rim, and the rebound by Richardson. Good bounce pass inside in the post. It's Chambers. That one no good. The rebound by Conyers. The Generals not wasting any time getting the ball to the other half of the court. This pass tipped. Richardson. There's a 3 by Smith Moody, no good. Offensive rebound, no, it's controlled by the Bulldogs. Richardson in the paint. Scoop layup can't go off of the foot. That time of Watts, and a turnover on the Bulldogs. Adri Mars checks into the game for Springfield International Charter. So again, the Bulldogs, the 8th seed here in the Western Mass Class B tournament. And the Generals, the 1 seed. PHS coming into this game 14-4. They have won their last 5 games in a row and 9 of their last 11 games. Mars, that one taken away by Conyers. Conyers to Smith Moody off the bench. Smith Moody with her first 2 points. And it's double digits for the Generals, 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining. And this one taken away by Stetz. Good hands in the passing lanes, and the Generals have a chance to go up by 9, and they do just that. It is Stetz, her first 2 points. Everybody's scoring here for the Generals. They have 5 different scorers and another turnover in the backcourt by Springfield. Here's Smith Moody, 3. That one looked good, but just off the mark. And another double team in the corner. A full court press by the Generals, doing wonders here early on, and that forces another turnover. It'll be Generals basketball. Just about 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Castillo will inbound this. The Generals last loss was back on January 24th against Minnechaug. The Generals last year went an impressive 23-2, but they lost in the D3 state tournament semis to St. Mary's Lynn last year, looking to get right back to where they were last year. And a travel is called down low. Conyers moved the pivot foot. The Bulldogs will take over. A minute and change remaining here in quarter number one. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in on your Wednesday evening. Whether you're watching on YouTube or PCTV Select 2. Gonna be a good night of basketball. The girls right now, the boys after this. Richardson able to pass it left to Chambers. Generals now with a double team, and again, pressure on the ball. Another turnover. Generals basketball with a minute remaining in the first. And this one is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Bulldogs basketball, and it will be London Elmore to check into the basketball game. Mia Terry heads to the bench. Under a minute remaining. A lot of pressure by this Generals defense. Able to get it up to the near side corner. Here's a three by Richardson. That's off the mark. A good offensive rebound by Bethany Richardson. And she puts it right back up for 2 points. She has 4 of the 5 points for Springfield. 20 seconds remaining in the first. The Generals pass it along the arc. In the corner. Up fake Smith Moody. Ellerby in the corner. This is Cormier, and that's off. Time winding down, and with half a second remaining, Richardson steps out of bounds, so the Generals will inbound, but just a touch of the basketball, and this quarter will end. So we've gone through 1 quarter of play here from the Dome Zone in Pittsfield at Pittsfield High School. The Generals lead this one 12-5. The Generals being led 4 points by Caprice Conyers, 4 points as well by Bethany Richardson. It's a 7-point lead for the Generals as we head into quarter number 2. We will be right back on PCTV Sports. Welcome back to Pittsfield High School. We're watching the Girls Western Mass Class B Tournament quarterfinal round on PCTV Sports. I'm Zach Bianco, start of quarter number 2. The Generals with a 12-5 lead. It's been all Generals, all offense, also all defense as well. And a double dribble is the call on Ellerby. She picked up the dribble, then dribbled again. The full court press by the Generals really has come into play ever since the start of this contest. And The entire first quarter, the Bulldogs having trouble getting it past half court. Turnovers a lot, but good bounce pass inside. And that is 2 points for Anaya Richardson. Good to see her get going. She's had a lot of touches, been playing really hard here in this one, and she's got her first 2 points. In the corner, Ellerby, a three, and that one, rattles off the rim. Almost got the lucky bounce, and Castillo gets hit up high, unable to get the rebound. Quickly the other way. Here's Mars. That one no good. Good defense by Ellerby. Quickly in transition. Castillo, wide open layup, and she gets that one to fall. 4 points now for Castillo. Her and Conyers lead the Generals in scoring. And a good double team, but able to keep the dribble that time is Chambers. And Chambers with 2 points. Good finish. The Bulldogs needed that to get back within 5. Good up fake, good drive. Conyers off the window, and that one's good. 6 points for Conyers. She leads all scorers tonight. And that one turned over right into the hands of Ellerby. Ellerby, mid-range shot for Conyers. Heat check, and Conyers with 8 points. And this one taken away by Stetz. And the offensive end for the Bulldogs. Summers swings it to Castillo on the right. A three for Ellerby off the back iron. Chase for the rebound by the Bulldogs bench. And this is going to be Generals basketball. Castillo inbounds to Summers. Wide open. Conyers a three. No good. Quickly in transition. Richardson. Almost a travel there. Chambers. Fight for the ball on the floor. And a jump ball possession will stay with the Bulldogs. Chambers to inbound. She finds Terry up high. Terry defended by Summers. Terry. Richardson down low, backing down Watts. Castillo, good defense. Arm straight up. Richardson. Inside, good move that time. It's Conyers. And she's got 10 of the 20 points for the Generals. So number 3 for the Generals, Caprice Conyers, lighting it up here in quarter number 2. 5:05 remaining in the first half. Here in the second quarter from the Dome Zone, it's Generals 20, Bulldogs 9. We'll be right back on PCTV Sports. Welcome back after the timeout. Just about halfway through quarter number 2, and the Bulldogs inbound. A quick turnover there. Good steal by Ellerby. The Generals offensive possession, and just a little bit of miscommunication there. Castillo pass a little bit too high for Conyers down low. So the Bulldogs will inbound once again. Good pass in the middle and good speed, and a double dribble is the call on the drive by Chambers. And Richardson will check back into the game for Springfield. She's got 2 points. Richardson leads the Bulldogs with 4 points. And Conyers leading all scoring with 10 points. As the Generals lead this one 20-9 here in the second quarter. Stetz in the corner. Conyers driving baseline, scoop layup, can't get it that one to go, and she gets her own rebound. Strong offensive rebound, and Castillo in the paint. That one off the front iron, no good, and the rebound that time by Mars. Mars hands it off to Richardson, defended by Summers. Richardson gets it tipped in the corner, but driving baseline is Mia Terry. Counted in the foul, +1 for Mia Terry. So Terry now trying to complete the three-point play at the free throw line. A great baseline drive. Gets that one to fall through contact. Terry trying to make this an 8-point game. Terry shot off the mark, and the rebound tipped around, and they say it'll go to the Generals. So a 9-point lead for PHS. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Summers, who's got 2 points herself. Castillo, double teamed. Conyers back to Castillo. No good, and the rebound controlled by Mars. Terry nearly gets stolen that time by Summers. Good screen and a spin move by Richardson, and that is over and back. Good defense there by Conyers. Tenacious there on defense. And on offense as well. Again, 10 points. She's got half of the Generals' points so far. Smith-Moody in the corner. Ellerby the up fake. Smith-Moody a three. That one in and out. And a jump ball is the call. And possession will go to the Generals. That shot looked good there, but just went around the world. Couldn't get the lucky bounce. Conyers in the corner. Summers back to Conyers. Conyers resets, calls up a play. Conyers swings it left. Top of the key. Castillo. Castillo right, a three for Conyers. Another heat check, but that one's off, and a good rebound by Terry. Quickly up court, 2 passes, but one pass too hard as that one goes way past a Bulldog. So Castillo will inbound for the Generals. Conyers, Castillo. A three for Ellerby. That one no good. Both teams on a bit of a scoring drought. And that'll be a push, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Summers with a push. And a bunch of substitutions. Stetz checks back in for the Generals. Diaz checks back in for the Bulldogs. A couple others as well. 2.5 remaining here in quarter number 2. Chambers lost the dribble, but able to control it back baseline. And the layup no good there that time by Richardson. Stetz Conyers. Good defense, but Conyers, the up and under layup is good. 12 for Conyers. She's been lights out this evening. Diaz. Chambers. Richardson. Richardson top of the key. The screen by Diaz. They switch off. And Terry lost the dribble. Taken away. Smith Moody. Bounce pass. Conyers. Thrown up off the glass. Ellerby no good. The Generals with some numbers the other way. And that one is out of bounds on the Bulldogs. And a wide open three for Smith Moody's no good, but Stetz the offensive board, and she puts it right back up. 4 points now for Madison Stetz. The Generals with 5 different scorers, and that one's a foul as Bethany Richardson goes straight up with it. And she got hit on the arm, and she will shoot 2 free throws. Richardson at the line, leading the Bulldogs in scoring with 4. The lefty off on the first free throw. The southpaw, as they say in this sport of good old baseball. Baseball season almost here. Spring training starts up. Speaking of spring, man, the temperatures today sure felt like spring. 32, 33 today in the area. Felt like a heat wave compared to what we've been used to for temperatures the past month or so. I mean, you know, we're so used to 32 below, not 32 above zero. Felt good today. Castillo down low. Good bounce pass, but that one a little bit too strong off the glass. And a good strong rebound by Elmore. Diaz. Richardson. Richardson, top of the key. Good defense by Castillo. She's able to strip it. And it's given right up to Summers. Smith Moody, the pass to Conyers for another 2 points. Good fast break. Time ticking, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. 10 seconds. Diaz, they gotta get a shot off. And an errant pass, turnover, Generals the other way, 3 seconds. Mid-range shot, they gotta shoot it, and they decided to take the extra pass. The Generals couldn't get the last shot off, but they get the last points. It's halftime here in Pittsfield, and it's a good one for the Generals. The Generals lead this one 26-11. As we head to halftime here in the Dome Zone, I'm Zach Bianco. Again, we would like to thank the sponsors for tonight's broadcast. This game is underwritten by Access Plus, Hot Harry's, Lee Bank, and BCC. 14 points for Caprice Conyers. She leads all scorers in the Generals, up 26-11. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half on PCTV Sports. Welcome back to the second half of action here from the Dome Zone in Pittsfield, Mass. Crowd starting to fill in here on the opposite end, as you can see on your screens at home. But the third quarter underway. The Generals a 26-11 lead. 14 points for Caprice Conyers, and 2 points quickly the other way there. Good start to the second half by Watts. Promise Watts, her first 2 points. That shot no good. And the Bulldogs looking to get some offense going here, but then this one turned over, and Ellerby Stetz, a mid-ranger from 15, and that one's good for Madison Stetz. She has 6 points. Everybody really up and down the lineup. And just some miscommunication there. Stetz with a takeaway. The Generals now the other way. Out high, Ellerby. Conyers had a wide open look. Apps to go to Castillo, who was double teamed, and then a good pass. Good court vision by Castillo. And 2 points there for Summers. She has 4. And the other way, Chambers. She got bumped and battle for on the floor, and Conyers comes away with it. Conyers, one pass to the right, and that one a little too strong, but Stetz, another offensive rebound, and she puts that one in for 2. 8 points for Madison Stetz. And this one taken away once again. Conyers with the right hand, and that one is good for 2. 16 points for Conyers. She has nearly half of all the Generals' points. Chambers, guarded by Summers, and Watts inside, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Watts comes away with it. She's double teamed though, needs some help, kicks it back out. And Richardson slows things down. Chambers and a bump, and Castillo gets called with the foul. Down low on the baseline. Not a shooting foul though, it was a blocking foul on Castillo. And Adri Mars checks back into the game for the second time. Richardson heads to the bench. Richardson, a deep 3, no good, and Stetz. Good pass up for Conyers. One quick pass, and that's what it'll do. $18 now for Conyers. She has taken over this game single-handedly. And Conyers will get called with the reach, while the Bulldogs were in transition. And a timeout is called by the Bulldogs. 5:10 remaining in the third quarter. 36-13 is the lead. It's all Generals here in the Western Mass Class B Tournament quarterfinal round. That's what you're watching on PCTV Sports. The Generals, all PHS here in this one. It's a 23-point lead. We'll be right back on PCTV Sports. Welcome back after the Bulldogs timeout. It'll be Chambers to inbound, and a good pass out high. The Bulldogs with the basketball. Double teamed in the corner, and Conyers nearly interrupts that pass, and a contested three. Castillo, good defense there. That shot is off. Here's a three for Ellerby off the front iron. Castillo, outnumbered 1-on-3, is able to get her own rebound and put it in, and then a jump ball is called, and possession will stay with the Generals. Castillo outnumbered down there. Impressive to be able to get that offensive rebound. Castillo tips it right back. She wants it in the post, and a good offensive rebound by Stetz. Castillo in the middle of the paint, no good, and the rebound, offensive rebound, down low there by Summers. And that shot by Stetz is off. Generals, another offensive rebound. Stetz with the left hand off the glass, but that one's off. Richardson, the spin move. Richardson pulls up off the front rim, and the Generals gonna wisely let that one go out. And Smith Moody will check back into the ball game. Summers brings it up for PHS. Castillo from 17. And an offensive rebound on Stetz. Mars, left hand, can't get the rebound to go. Stetz with the board, can get that shot to go, excuse me. Stetz with the rebound. Smith Moody in the corner for three. That one off the front rim and it bounces off. Good offensive rebound by Summers. Stetz with a mid-range shot from the far side, and she gets that one to go. Stetz with 6 points in this half. 3.5 to go in quarter three. And that one is good, high off the window that time. 2 points for Chambers, she has 4. Quickly the other way, Stetz counted in the foul, +1. 12 points for Madison. Stetz looking to make it 13 here at the free throw line. London Elmore back into the game for the Bulldogs. The Generals enjoying a comfortable 25-point lead. And Stetz completes a three-point play. She's got 13. Chambers brings it up. And an off-ball foul on the floor as Chambers was driving. That is on Smith Moody in transition. Terry. That floater is no good by Mars. And a battle for the rebound as Summers goes down hard, and the Generals with the basketball, which is about 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Conyers, Smith Moody, back out top, Conyers. Kaylin Fields has checked into the ball game. That three is off. And Castillo the offensive rebound, and a travel is the call. Castillo got her own rebound, but was battling for it with Watts, and she just walked with it unintentionally as she hit the floor. Chambers, good move, and the Bulldogs needed that. 6 points for Alana Chambers. And this one a loose ball. Fields couldn't quite handle it. Castillo, a battle for the ball on the floor. And Smith Moody comes away with it, and she gets whacked as she goes up for it. and she will shoot 2. Crazy battle for it on the floor. And Smith Moody to the free throw line. She's got 2 tonight. Richardson checks back into the game for Springfield. Elmore back out high. Chambers now in the post. Richardson, good spin move around Summers. And Castillo with the rebound. Layup couldn't fall. Quickly, bounce pass to the left. Smith Moody, good play, rebound. Battle for it. Smith Moody able to scoop it away. Here is a mid-range shot for Castillo, no good. And no shot on the floor as Summers got hit. Fields. Here's a 3 for Conyers. She's been kind of cold here in the second half after scoring 14 in the first half. And a takeaway there, Carolyn Castillo. Good give and go with Summers, and Castillo, her first 2 points of the second half. Little less than 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And a good takeaway. Conyers strips it away, but she can't get the layup to go. Offensive rebound by the Generals. Generals have numbers, and the scoop layup no good, up and under by Conyers. And now Mars the other way. Mars gets that one taken away by Fields, and back and forth they go here in the Dome. It's a 3. That's no good by Conyers. And that pass a little too strong, but a good job of handling that one, Mia Terry, and the foul is called on Summers. Little under a minute remaining. And it'll be 2 shots for Mia Terry. Mia Terry with 3 points. The Generals leading this one 44-17 with 53 seconds remaining in quarter 3. Cormier checks into the game for the Generals for the first time. Terry's first free throw off the front rim. And this one off the back rim, but an offensive rebound by Mars. That one can't go. And body's hitting the floor here, a battle for it, and a jump ball is going to be called. And possession will go to Springfield. This one a 3 off the mark by Elmore, but a foul is called on the Generals on the offensive rebound. It's going to be on Conyers. A foul on Conyers. Conyers has 18 tonight. And a quick correction there, that foul is on the Generals' number 11, Giselle Cormier. That first one is off the mark by Adri Mars. She can't get the second one to fall either. Conyers calls up a play, top of the key. Near side in front of the Generals bench, Fields. Castillo in the post. A three by Smith Moody. He's no good, too strong. An offensive board by Conyers. But a battle for the ball, and it gets taken away. Here's Diaz. A long three. Off the mark by Richardson. And this one goes out of bounds on the Bulldogs. 11.5 seconds remaining in quarter three. Generals most likely will get the last shot here. Smith Moody in the corner. At the buzzer. No good. Castillo puts up the rebound in another one, and that one is no good. A couple close offensive chances at the end of that quarter for the Generals, but they couldn't get any to fall. But elsewise, it's 44-17 the score. The Generals up over the Bulldogs here in the Class B Girls Western Mass Tournament, the quarterfinal round. Again, one last time, we want to thank our sponsors here for this broadcast. This game is underwritten by Access Plus, Hot Harry's, Lee Bank, and BCC. Whether you're tuning in at home on YouTube or PCTV Select 2, we thank you for spending your Wednesday evening with us so far. The Generals in front 44-17. We'll be back for the fourth quarter on PCTV Sports. Welcome back to the final quarter of action here from the Dome at Pittsfield High School. I'm Zach Bianco. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. It's been a good night if you're a Generals fan. Here's a three by Ellerby. That one is no good. Richardson with the rebound. The Generals being led by their top scorer, Caprice Conyers, as here's a nice layup off the glass there. 2 points for Chambers. Speaking of Chambers, she leads the Bulldogs in scoring with 8 points. Castillo in the post. Floater in the paint is good for Castillo. She's now got 8 points herself tonight. 46-19 the score. 7 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in this game. And a jump ball. Good job by Conyers to try and rip that one from the hands of Richardson, but jump ball possession to the Bulldogs. Chambers, Diaz, Elmore from almost an impossible angle. Can't get that one to go. Conyers, fast break. Good kick out. Smith Moody, Castillo, Summers. Good passing all around by the Generals atop the key. Smith Moody, and she walked with moved both feet, intended to up fake, but the official with the right call there. This Generals defense has also been just incredible, as a foul was called on Ellerby. But the full court press tonight for the Generals, just outstanding. Right from the start, they've just put a lot of pressure on the Bulldogs' offense. Springfield, just not a lot they could do on offense, but good strong drive there by Alana Chambers. Definitely their top scorer, their best player tonight. She will draw contact and go to the line to shoot too. Chambers with 8. 18 for Conyers. She leads all scores. That first one is off. So again, if you're tuned into this one tonight, be sure to stick around for the boys basketball game as the Generals will take on Frontier Regional in their quarterfinals matchup. That one right after this game. And then tomorrow on PCTV Sports as well, I will be on the call for another doubleheader tomorrow from the Pittsfield Boys and Girls Club as St. Thomas More from Connecticut makes the trip up to take on Darrow School. Again, that is high school prep ball. A lot of those players will be going D1. Two of the best prep high schools in the country for high school, and that's happening tomorrow at the Boys and Girls Club. The AA game at 4 p.m. and the AAA game at 6 p.m. Summers. Out high, it's Smith Moody, a 3. Off the back iron, the rebound by Richardson. She muscles her way through. And this pass right in front of the scorers table, controlled by Chambers. Richardson. And this one stolen on the baseline. Conyers. Ellerby. Here's a 3 for Conyers. That one's off. The offensive rebound, left hook shot, no good. Bulldogs with a rebound, but a trap. The Bulldogs able to come away with it, and that pass is a little bit too much zip on that one as it goes right through the hands of Richardson. A couple substitutions for both teams here with 5:11 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Generals on offense. Summers to Castillo. Summers. Generals just passing this thing around. Good zone defense by the Bulldogs. But another offensive rebound by the Generals. That's also been the story of the game tonight. A ton of offensive rebounds has turned into a lot of points. But the Generals there, unlucky for them, able to get that one to fall. And a travel is called on the baseline. It'll stay with the Generals with 4.5 remaining in this one. Conyers, wide open 3. She's had a quiet second half, but no doubt an impact player tonight. Ellerby pulls up from 3, and she hits. Ellerby, her first 3 points of the night. And she just pulled right up with confidence at the top of the arc. Castillo with the takeaway. In and out move by Conyers. Conyers with a swim move, but couldn't get that one to fall. Stetson offensive rebound for the Generals. Castillo. Now to Conyers. That floater, no good. Excuse me, that was Summers. And another offensive rebound, and that one is good. Count it plus the foul. So Ellerby heating up a little bit. She has 5 points. Looking to make it 6 here at the free throw line. That shot, no good. The rebound by the Bulldogs, but then it's taken away. A careless pass there for Springfield, and that makes it 53-19. Good pass to Elmore, but it gets taken away by Conyers. And in transition, that layup in and out for Summers. She can't get that one to go. Summers has had a lot of touches, only 4 points tonight. Good defense by Castillo. And that one taken away once again. That pressure by the Generals defense just unstoppable. Another 2 points for Castillo. She has double digits with 10. And a jump ball. And possession will stay with the Generals. Avery Olds into the game for PHS. Ellery. Conyers. Mid-range shot, no good for Olds. And this one a loose ball, and it's picked up by the Generals. Down low, and Stetz will go to the line and shoot 2. .13 points for Madison Stetz after only just having 4 points in the first half. She has 9 in the second half, looking to make it 10 and maybe 11 here. Tiesha Moore checks into the game for the Generals. And that one, nothing but net for Stetz. Stetz has 14. And a foul is called. That'll be 2 shots. And that foul is on Moore. First one is off. Mia Terry at the free throw line. And this one is off on the Generals. It'll stay with Springfield with just about 2.5 remaining. Here's a 3 for Richardson. Offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. Stetz. And Summers slows it down. Moore. Stetz. Moore along 2 is off. The Bulldogs the other way. They have numbers. It is Terry, no good. Rebound. Can't get that one to go. And a fight for the ball on the floor. Bulldogs come away with it. Can't get that one to fall either. Another miss by Springfield. About 90 seconds remaining in this one. A 37-point lead for Pittsfield, excuse me. And Moore gets that one taken away and goes out of bounds. Cormier checks back into the game. And here's a 3 by Moore. That's off. Rebound gets tipped, and it will roll out of bounds. It'll stay with Pittsfield. Fields. 1 minute remaining in this one. And this one taken away by Mars. Mars down the middle. And the rebound by Cormier. Moore with a long 2. That one's off. Not enough on that one. And now Chambers wide open. That layup is good. Chambers now with 10 points. Top scorer for Springfield. 25 seconds remaining. Fields, that one in and out. Oh, she got robbed there. Offensive rebound put up and in by Moore. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds remaining. And that one, tough move there for Chambers through contact. She gets that one to go, but time expires into this one. What a game this was for the Generals. It was all Pittsfield right from the start. The Generals 58, the Bulldogs 23, and PHS is moving on in the Western Mass Class B tournament. 18 points for Caprice Conyers as she leads all scorers. 14 points for Madison Stetz. She also had a great game. And 10 points for Harlan Castillo, the top scorers for the Lady Generals. So now the boys team looking to do the same as what the Generals did here in game 1. Looking to make it a PHS sweep. Stay with us on YouTube and Select 2 because we'll be back in a little bit. In about 20 minutes or so for the start of the boys game. And that is between the 6-seeded Frontier Regional Redhawks and the 3-seeded PHS Generals. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Again, the boys game coming up in about 20 minutes. I'm Zach Bianco, and you've been watching PCTV Sports. Have a good night.
Schools Moynihan Fieldhouse, home of the Dome, for tonight's matchup between the visiting Frontier Redhawks and your hosts, the Pittsfield High Generals. We want to remind you that participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for tonight's game. With this in mind, we expect all in attendance to display energy, enthusiasm, and support in a positive manner on and off the court. We thank you in advance for your cooperation and support of our student athletes. And now, let's hear the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Frontier Redhawks, starting at guard, number 10, Max Millette. Starting at the other guard, number 11, Garrett Dredge. Starting at the forward, number 15, Alex Ellis. Starting at the other forward, number 20, Dean Gray. And starting at center, number 22, Rowan Modesto. The head coach for the Redhawks is Josh Morse. And now, the starting lineup for your Pittsfield High Generals. Starting at the guard, a junior, number 1, Brandon Sullivan. Starting at the other guard, a senior, number 3, Breon Thompson. Starting at the forward, a senior, number 11, Cameron Rosa. Starting at the guard, a senior, number 0, Noah Smalls. And starting at the center, a junior, number 23, Quincy Ocelli. The Pittsfield High Generals are led by head coach Jerome Edgerton, and the officials for tonight's matchup are Mark Paley, Holly McGovern, and Jack Boyd. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader in the Dome Zone in Pittsfield High School between the visitors, the 6-seeded Frontier Regional Redhawks, taking on the 3-seeded Pittsfield High Generals. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and spending your Wednesday night with us. I'm Zach Bianco, filling in for Bob Heck. The Generals coming into this one, the 3-seed. PHS this year 11-6. They've won 3 of their last 4. The Generals being led by Breon Thompson, Quincy Abelli, and Braden Sullivan. And it will be Modesto and Abelli. And Abelli tips it right to the Redhawks, and a quick shot, and that one is up and good. A good start. Max Millette gets the scoring going. This one, a Class B tournament quarterfinal round in the Western Mass tournament. The Redhawks in their road navies, blues with the red trim. Generals home grays with the purple trim. The Redhawks a good start here on offense. Just want a baseline drive, that one in and out, as Ellis got robbed for Frontier, and the rebound there by the Generals. Smalls. Moshan, good crossover move, a three by Abelli, and that one is in and out. Literally in and out, got robbed on that one. Frontier with the rebound. Millette. Millette working against Moshan, now Modesto. Back to Millette. Max Millette, who got the scoring going. Gives it in the corner, wide open for Gray. Now the other corner, this one a three. Tough shot, offensive rebound, and it's gonna go the way of the Generals. At last touched Max Millette's hand right in front of Pittsfield's bench. Breon Thompson, one of their top scorers with speed. Kicks it out wide open in the corner. A belly shot off their front rim, no good. And the Generals starting off cold, shooting-wise tonight. The Redhawks looking to take advantage. It's a three, that one no good, and this one's gonna stay with Frontier after it went off of Braden Sullivan. So again, the Generals this year 11-6. They went 13-7 last year. They lost to Lynn High in the D3 state tournament round of 32 as that one gets tipped back out. And Frontier maintains the possession. Good pressure there by Sullivan. Here's a three in the corner for Millette, and that one's off. Both teams kind of cold as of late offense-wise. And Millette's going to try another three, and that one's off back iron, and the rebound is snagged by Thompson. One pass up for Smalls, and that one is good for two. Noah Smalls gets the scoring started for the Generals, and the crowd getting into this one. We're tied at 2. 5.5 remaining in the first quarter. Modesto in the corner. Ellis, a three, no good, and a offensive foul is the call on Dean Gray. So that one also got this crowd rocking here at the Dome Zone here at PHS. Thompson goes right, kicks left, and a strong take, but that one rejected there by Dredge. And now Frontier in transition. Millette shot no good, and that one is going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Generals basketball. What a rejection by Garrett Dredge. On that strong drive by Quincy Abelli. Here is Thompson. Thompson behind the back, stutter step. Throws it back out. Abelli in the mid-range from 17, and that one's good for Quincy Abelli. His first 2 points, and the Generals take the first lead of the night. It's 4-2. Dredge. Millette. Millette working against Sullivan. Millette nowhere to go. Modesto. And Millette got tripped up. And it'll be Generals basketball. Smalls to bring it up. Sullivan leaves it for Thompson. Sullivan sets a screen, and on the floor, foul is called. Foul is on Dredge. That'll be his first. Breon Thompson with the inbounds pass, gives it to Sullivan, and that one's good. A three-pointer for Braden Sullivan. And he's showing the student section some love on his trot back to the defensive end. The crowd loves that one. It's 7-2 Generals. Quickly the other way. That shot by Modesto is no good, and the Redhawks now have gone cold. Thompson. Crossover, spin with the left hand. Tough shot, goes in and out. And Abelli with the rebound. He can't put it in. He gets rejected. Gets his own rebound again and puts it in for 2. Quincy Abelli with 4 points. 9-2 Generals. Millette. That one goes out on the Redhawks. Generals basketball. The Generals picking up the intensity. And Frontier calls for a timeout. A good start for PHS. 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. It is 9-2 Generals. They're led by Quincy Abelli with 4 points and Braden Sullivan with 3. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching PCTV Sports. Three and a half remaining here in the first quarter after the Frontier timeout. Let's see how Frontier can a strong offensive pressure set forth thus far by Pittsfield. Thompson, left hand contested. He was double teamed, and that shot no good. The rebound by Modesto, and a travel is called on Frontier. Moshan with the inbounds pass. Smalls sizing up Millette. Smalls, good zip pass to Moshan. He kicks it out. Smalls. Moshan drives. And that one pass with a lot of Redhawks hands in the passing lanes. That's a turnover. Here's a 3 by Millette. That's off. And a good bounce pass. Moshan up and under, and that one's good for 2. Plus the foul. There was a foul called on the play, and a tough shot. And Kim Moshan trying to complete the 3-point play. It's 11-2 Generals. This crowd erupting here in the Dome. Ty Skrosky checks in for Frontier. And Moshan's 3-point play attempt with the free throw is off. 9-point lead for Pittsfield, 2.5 remaining in the first. This one rejected by Abelli. He said, get that out of here. And a turnover by the Generals, now the other way. This crowd getting really into it here early in the first. Millette, runner, and that one's good. A tough shot there. Max Millette has all 4 points for Frontier thus far. Approaching 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. A deep 3, and that one is off by Breon Thompson. He was feeling it. Millette, and a foul is called on the drive. And that's going to be on Noah Smalls, his first. It'll be Millette on the inbounds. And a quick late substitution as Garrett Dredge, who already has a couple fouls, checks in, and Rowan Modesto checks out for the Redhawks. Skrosky off the bench, and that one gets tipped by Moshan, now in transition. It is Smalls, and no shot. The foul occurred before the shot attempt. And the foul is on Ty Skrosky on the drive by Smalls. Breon Thompson to inbound. Underneath his own hoop. He finds Smalls. Smalls goes up, gets rejected, gets his own rebound, and rejected again. We've seen a lot of blocks thus far by Frontier on defense. Let's see if they can turn that into some points. Here's Alex Ellis. That shot from the paint, no good. The rebound gets tipped right into the hands of Noah Smalls. Pittsfield the other way. Quickly they go. Abelli off the window for two. Quincy Abelli unstoppable. He has 6 of the Generals' 13 points. Millette, baseline try and a travel is called on Carter Miller, who just came in off the bench. And a timeout called once again by Frontier. During this timeout, we'd like to remind everybody at home, we'd like to thank our sponsors. This game is underwritten by Access Plus, Hot Harry's, Lee Bank, and BCC. 1:14 remaining here in the first quarter. It's all Pittsfield. It's 13-4. We'll be right back on PCTV Sports. After the Frontier timeout, head coach for the Red Hawks, very adamant, telling his team to get back. Generals have a lot of fast break points here early on. A 9-point game in favor of Pittsfield. Here's a strong drive and a runner. The finger roll there. A beautiful shot. Alex Ellis with 2 points over Abelli. Here's Thompson. A 3 by Moshan is off. And Millette the rebound. There's a 3-pointer by Skrosky in the far corner, and he hits that one. That timeout helped. A defensive stop for Frontier, and then a quick 3. Here's Smalls. Quickly the other way. Moshan back to Smalls. Smalls draws a double team in the corner. Back out to Moshan. Thompson slows things down. 18 seconds. General's going to try and get the last shot here. 10 seconds. Abelli, that 3 gets blocked. And Frontier with the basketball. They have to shoot. 2 seconds. They're going to have to let this one off. It's a 3 for Skrosky at the buzzer, and that one is no good. But a good try nonetheless. And what an exciting end to the first quarter. It's a 13-8 Generals lead, but that timeout, that second timeout by Frontier, definitely helped their case. The coach got fired up on the bench, and that is what did it for Frontier. We have a 5-point game heading into quarter number 2. 13-8 Generals. We'll be back on PCTV Sports. Welcome back to the Dome Zone here at PHS. The Generals with a 13-8 lead here, starting quarter number 2. What a back and forth exciting game this one has been. The first quarter was all Pittsfield. And then all of a sudden, the Redhawks went on a little 4-0 run. And we have got ourselves a game here, 13-8 in the second quarter. Here's Pittsfield trying to come back from a slow start to the latter half of the first quarter. And a good 2 points there by Smalls. And the Frontier Redhawks trying to answer. But a miss there by Dredge. Sullivan. Smalls. And now Thompson resets. Breon Thompson, a step back 3, James Harden style, and that one's off. And a good offensive rebound by Moshon. This one goes out of bounds. It'll remain with the Generals. Sam Toure checks into the ball game for Pittsfield. And a belly with a quick inbounds pass, spinner. And that one is no good. And an aggressive, good rebound by Alex Ellis on the other end. That shot pull-up is good there for Millette. He's got 6 of the 10 points for Frontier. It's a 5-point game. Pittsfield, when you think they're about to pull away, Frontier says, this is our game. And a turnover there by the Generals. A careless pass and a carry is called on Frontier's Max Millette. The ball will go with the Generals. Smalls. A belly. 1-on-1. Kicks it out. Smalls. Good defense by the Redhawks. 15 on the shot clock for Pittsfield. Sullivan. The screen by Abelli. The pull-up by Sullivan is high off the rim, and the rebound controlled by Skrosky. Skrosky back the other way. Stops at the top of the key. Ellis pulls up, front rim. The rebound tipped by Frontier, but controlled by Pittsfield. Thompson avoids the pressure by Miller, and Thompson! How did he do that? Breon Thompson, his first 2 points. And credit, though, to Frontier for keeping him off the board until now. But a pretty layup by Thompson. This one an on the floor foul. This one stripped away. Good hands by Sullivan. And now here's Toure. Toure double teams. And a good inside out move. Thompson no good. A belly the offensive rebound, and that one gets stripped by Dredge. Miller pulls up. This one a 3, and it's no good. And Smalls the rebound. Thompson. Good stutter step. No shot, they say. On the floor foul. Originally they said no shot. No basket. Coach Edgerton pleading his case. Wonder why that was not a basket. Sure looked to me like a basket. But it's an on-the-floor foul. Pittsfield leading by 7. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half in quarter number 2. That'll be Thompson to inbound. Sullivan. Sullivan pulls up. Heat check. He got it. Braden Sullivan's got 6. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point lead, one of the biggest leads for the Generals here tonight. Redhawks looking to answer that shot. No good by Modesto. Back the other way. A belly good pass, but that one is no good with the layup. And a rebound by Millette. Man, very fast-paced back and forth action here from the Dome. That one nearly gets stripped. Ellis double teamed, and an offensive foul is called on Alex Ellis. It'll be Noah Smalls to inbound. A 10-point lead for Pittsfield. There is Thompson. A good look inside for Quincy Abelli. He's got 8. He leads all scorers tonight. And a good inside look and wide open down low. An easy layup for Alex Ellis and a good answer. Back to a 10-point game. Ellis with 4. And this one is going to be out of bounds. It'll remain with Pittsfield. And the Generals want a timeout. Coach Edgerton is going to talk some things over. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's 22-12 in favor of the Pittsfield Generals. The Redhawks not really going away, keeping the deficit to just about 10. We'll be right back on PCTV Sports. After the Generals timeout, we are back. 3:55 remaining here in the first half. Pittsfield with a basketball. Sullivan now to Teray. Now back out high. A deep 3 for Sullivan. He's feeling it. And he's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. He's got 9. Lightning hot from 3 for Braden Sullivan tonight. And it's a 13-point lead for the Generals. This one gets stolen. Thompson gonna take it himself, swimming through the defense. And he couldn't get the layup to go. Back the other way, a foul is called, and it's gonna be 2 free throws coming up for Alex Ellis. The foul on Abelli. Ellis' first free throw is through. And Ellis' next one is off. So let's see if Pittsfield can kind of pull away here on offense. And we're seeing deep threes like this. As that one's off. Sullivan's been the only one tonight that's had that touch. Here's a strong move. Good work inside by Ellis. Get his own rebound like 4 times, but couldn't quite get it to go. And a slap from behind. But Pittsfield comes away with it. Here's Teray inside. Counted in the foul for Sam Teray. Tough. And an offensive rebound by Pittsfield after the missed free throw. Here is Thompson. Step back three. Off the window, no good. An offensive rebound by Teray. Pittsfield keeping this offense alive. Their offense has been electric in this first half. Numerous offensive rebounds. And a spin move by Thompson. He put him with the blender. Breon Thompson with 4 points. And what a pretty layup that was. Pittsfield really pulling away here. It's a 16-point lead. And the foul is on Sullivan. Giannis Owanzo checks in for Pittsfield. Here's a three for Skrosky. That one in and out. And the rebound by Abelli. Pittsfield now quickly the other way. Smalls, the left hand, and a travel is called on Smalls. Here's Millette. Weaving through the defense, and 2 points there for Max Millette. He's got 8 of the 15 for Frontier. Quickly back the other way, Thompson. That one gets blocked. Frontier here with some momentum. This one is going to stay. With Frontier. Ellis with a runner in the lane. Rebound there by Teray. This one an on the floor foul. And it's on Skrosky. A minute 25 remaining here in the second quarter. Abelli a give and go. It's a Thompson three, and it's off, and a Teray offensive rebound. Pittsfield relentless on the offensive glass. Here's a three for Smalls. A little bit too strong. Millette driving, and a foul is called on the baseline. And Dean Gray will check into the game for Frontier. A three for Millette, and that one's nothing but net. 11 for Max Millette. And he leads all scorers. Millette now the other way again through the defense. That one no good. Desperation shot there, no good, and Frontier will reset. Good up fake, and Dredge in the lane, and he will go to the free throw line and shoot two. Dredge looking to get his first 2 points, and the foul is on Quincy Abelli. With everybody underneath there fighting for the rebound. The first one by Dredge is off. It's an 11-point Pittsfield lead. It seems like it should be a larger lead, but again, just when you think Pittsfield's pulling away, Frontier just trying to get their way back into this thing the best they can, as that free throw is good there for Dredge. His first point. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. 10-point lead for the Generals. Five seconds. Generals with the last shot. It's a three for Smalls, and that one's off, and the rebound tipped up, and that will end the first half. Well, the Generals showing a lot of life here in the first 2 quarters of play. They lead 29-19, but credit to Frontier for keeping this game within 10. You know, I mean, they've been out-rebounded, especially on the offensive glass a lot, but credit to them. And they are down by 10 heading into the locker room. So 29-19 Pittsfield. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half on PCTV Sports. Welcome back to the second half of action here from the Dome at PHS. I'm Zach Bank. Thank you everybody for tuning in here on this Wednesday night, whether you're watching on the YouTube stream or PCTV Select 2. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a good one. The game before this, the Lady Generals were able to knock off Springfield International Charter to move on to the semis, and the boys looking to do the same. And what a response for Frontier. After a slower first half, it's 2 quick points for Dredge. He's got 3, and it's 29-21 coming out of the halftime break. Pittsfield, let's see how they can respond. They had lightning hot offense in the first half, especially on the offensive glass. Shot no good. Frontier looking to capitalize, and it's a 6-point game, all of a sudden. It's 29-23. Pittsfield on a little bit of a scoring drought right now. Here's a 3 by Moshon, and that one's off. And Frontier with their 3rd possession here of this 3rd quarter. Only down by 6. This is very much a game. Here's a shot in the mid-range, is good for Modesto, his first 2 points, and it's a 4-point game. Pittsfield in the first half led by as much as over 15 points, and now Frontier just all of a sudden lighting it up on offense in the score sheet. Here's Abelli, who played a big role in the first half for Pittsfield, and that's going to be Frontier basketball. Something changed in the locker room for the Red Hawks, as the Red Hawks are playing red hot to start the second half. Down by 4. Here's a 3, top of the key. Modesto shot us off. Offensive rebound by Dredge. He puts it back up, +1. An and 1 for Dredge, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game. Looking to make it a 1-point game here with a 3-point play. And then we have a 1-point game. Modesto able to complete the 3-point play. And it's 29-28 Pittsfield. Here's Thompson. And the Generals need to get Breon Thompson going. Here's a 3, and that one's good. That's just what they needed. Braden Sullivan, all of his points have come from threes. He's got 12. Here's a contested 3, and a foul is called on Abelli. And this is going to be 3 free throws here for Max Millette, the top scorer tonight. He's got 11. (32-28) Pittsfield. In a 4-point game. That's the 3rd foul on Abelli. The first 2 are off for Millette. And Millette has his 12th point of the night. 3-point game with 5.5 remaining in the 3rd. What a start to this second half for Frontier, and a travel is called. The Generals turning the ball over left and right here all of a sudden in the 3rd. And Frontier capitalizing on these turnovers. Here's Millette. Millette working on Smalls, and that one went off. Looks like so went off the ankle of a General. It's going to stay with Frontier. Here's Millette. Pull up. No good. Rebound. Offensive rebound by Ellis. He puts it up, and a foul. And the foul is on Noah Smalls. Got him on the wrist, and it's 2 free throw attempts for Ellis. a chance to make it a 1-point game. First one is good. One-point game. Ellis drains both free throws. What a start by Frontier in the third quarter. Here's Thompson, and a foul inside as he goes down hard as he got hit. And the foul is on Millette. Breon Thompson only with 4 points tonight. Their top scorer all season, and the first free throw was off. Just kind of a cold night for him. Thompson's second shot is off. So it remains a 1-point game with 5 minutes remaining. Here's a three. All in and out. Frontier had a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight, and Modesto almost was that guy. Here's Smalls. He gets rejected. A little bit of a height advantage for the Frontier Redhawks, and here is Beauchamp and a timeout. A huge timeout call there by head coach Jerome Edgerton. 4:39 remaining in the third quarter, and what a game. What a second half, really, this has been. In the first half, it was really all Pittsfield. And then things definitely change. Let's see how Pittsfield can adjust and adapt. But it's 32-31. The Generals still with the lead. They're just hanging on to the lead by a thread. We'll be right back with the Pittsfield timeout on PCTV Sports. After the Generals' timeout, they maintain the possession in their own end of things. Here's Smalls, a three by a belly, and that one's off. So the Generals just cold shooting second half thus far. That has been all Frontier here in this third. Here's Millette, their top scorer at the free throw line, spinning his way through, and what a move, and Max Millette gives Frontier their first lead of the night. It's 33-32 Frontier. 4:10 remaining in the third. Thompson looking to change that. And that one is off again. The Generals on a scoring drought. Here's a pull-up three by Millette. A heat check there, but it's off. A good shot attempt looked good, but off back iron. Thompson nearly gets it stripped. Thompson has to roll it back out to Sullivan. Mashawn, good inside move. And that's what the Generals needed right there. 2 points, that's 4 now for Cam Mashawn. Generals back up by 1. Modesto now driving baseline is Millette. And that one gets rejected, but the offensive rebound. Dean Gray was right there to put it home. And back and forth the score goes. Now Frontier with the lead by 1. Here's Mashawn, and he puts that one in. And a referee timeout. And a warning for the head coach for Frontier is issued. So a warning issue to the Frontier bench, with Pittsfield leading by 1 with 3:06 remaining. Here's a pull-up three by Modesto, and that one's off. Seemed contested, and this one goes out of bounds. And it'll be Pittsfield ball. Thompson spinning to the left with the left hand. Mashawn flies in for the offensive rebound. Cam Mashawn been a beast here for Pittsfield in the second half. Really get the Generals back in this one. He's got 4 here in the second half. And a huge offensive rebound there to keep the possession alive for Pittsfield. Up by 1, 2:36 remaining in the third quarter. A belly, spin move, pull up J is no good. Modesto with another rebound. He's had a lot of those tonight. Double teamed in the corner is Dredge, and a timeout is called by Frontier. So Pittsfield did the same thing before, now Frontier. A smart timeout call there with his man trapped in the corner. Nothing, no space, not a lot of room for him to move. So a timeout with 2:20 remaining here in the third. It's 36-35 Pittsfield. We have a good one, folks. Stick around. So 2:20 remaining here in quarter number 3. The Generals with a 1-point lead. Frontier with the possession. It's been a very back and forth, evenly matched second half. Compared to the first half, it was all Pittsfield. But Frontier came all the way back. So it'll be Thompson to inbound and to bring it up for the Generals. Up by 1, looking to extend the lead, get a little bit more comfortably ahead. Mashawn a 3, a high arcing one is no good. And a battle for the rebound. And a foul is called on Breon Thompson. So Thompson only with 4 points tonight. He has just gone cold from the floor. That one no good. The rebound by the Generals. Here's Thompson. Mashawn driving baseline. The pass inside. A belly shot is off. Generals cannot get anything to fall here. Mashawn, and a dangerous pass. And it's Frontier basketball. Here's a tough drive baseline by Alex Ellis. And he couldn't get that one to go. All clean ball there. This one, drive by Thompson, and he got hit as he went up. And a tough layup there by Breon Thompson. He has 6 now with a minute remaining. And that pass gets tipped. And a battle for it. And the Generals come away with it. It's a Belly who comes out of the pile with the ball. Thompson slows it down. Gonna let the shot clock wind down here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds, they gotta get a shot off. And a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow goes to Pittsfield. The referees are going to talk this one over here with the scorers table. So it looks like an issue with the shot clock. So just an issue with the shot clock, trying to get the shot clock correct. So there'll be so Pittsfield coach gets an explanation. 5 seconds on the shot clock for Pittsfield, and it goes out. And it'll be Frontier ball, the original call. But the other referees are going to talk it over, and it'll be Pittsfield ball. So they got to let the shot clock go down to 3 seconds because it was reset. 5, 4, 3. 4 seconds, okay. They got 4 seconds to get a shot off Pittsfield. A belly, and that one gets rejected. 20 seconds, Frontier looking to answer. Quickly the other way, it's a layup, and it's good for Rowan Modesto, who's had a heck of a third quarter. 10 seconds remaining. The Generals' lead is now just 1. And that one gets taken away again. Frontier's going to get the last shot off. This one a layup, and it's good for Alex Ellis as time expires. And Frontier has the lead going into the fourth quarter. Alex Ellis with some fast break points, and the best quarter all game thus far by the Frontier Redhawks. Credit to them. They were down a bunch at halftime, and they just came right out of the gate here in the third quarter. All offense as they lead by 1 heading into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. It's going to be a good one on PCTV Sports. Welcome back to the fourth quarter of action. 8 minutes remaining. Frontier, it was all them in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum. Here was just less than 8 minutes remaining, and that foul right away is going to be on Max Millette. He's got 13 points. Leading all scorers, right behind him is Braden Sullivan with 12. Here's Thompson, a floater, and that one's no good. His cold shooting night continues. And that one gets taken away. Good defense by Sullivan, good hands. Able to track that one down from behind and steal it. Here is Thompson, oh, a pretty move. Thompson not scoring much tonight, but when he does, it sure is pretty. He's got 8. Here's a 3 for Ellis, and that one's off. So Pittsfield now with a bit of a momentum shift. Here's Thompson again, and that one's off. And Pittsfield able to get the ball back. Pittsfield up by 1. A 3 for Sullivan, and that one's off. Gray the rebound. Ellis, that one. A travel is called. Pittsfield crowd getting really into this now as we get to the later parts of this ball game. Here's Smalls, now in the corner. Touré's shot is short off the front rim. Here's Millette. Millette spins off. Looks inside and an up and under layup. An acrobatic play by Garrett Dredge. He's got 7 points. And the Red Hawks go back up by 1. I got a feeling this is going to go back and forth to the very end. Thompson pleading for a foul there. But all ball. Here's Millette off the window, and he gets the lucky roll. He's got 15 points, Max Millette does. Leading the Red Hawks on offense. My player of the game so far, as Thompson. His 3 is off. How will the Generals contain Millette for the rest of this contest? Millette slows it down. Now in the corner, driving baseline is Ellis. Kicks it back out. Here's a 3 for Dredge, and that one in and out. And but the offensive rebound underneath. Pittsfield not boxing out. No shot of travel is the call. Here's Smalls in the corner. That shot is off by a belly. Man, if he hit that, this place would have went roaring. Under 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. It's a 3-point lead for Frontier, one of their biggest leads of the night. And this one gets taken, nearly taken away, poked from behind by Breon Thompson. Now down low, one-on-one. And Dean Gray, a tough move for 2. Out muscling a belly, and Pittsfield calls a timeout. Dean Gray with a huge layup, and Frontier leads by 5 with 4:24 remaining. How will Pittsfield adjust on defense? Coach Edgerton going to talk things over, and we'll be right back in the timeout on PCTV Sports. So I'll go back after the Pittsfield timeout. Let's see how Pittsfield adjusts. Here it's been all Redhawks here in the second half. They have stormed back and now lead by 5. Here's a belly. Good passing. It's a wide open Toure for 3 in the corner. And that one is off. The shooting frustrations and struggles continue for the Generals. Here we're in crunch time. Under 4 minutes remaining. It's a long 2 for Millette, and it's off. And a jump ball. And possession's going to go to the Generals. Here's Thompson in the post, nearly taken away by Dredge. Smalls. Mushan in the corner, 3, and that one's off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. It'll be Frontier ball. And the Generals are due for a 3-pointer. Here in the second half, once they get one to fall, this place is going to go crazy. The question is if they can get one to fall. As the shooting struggles continue, a 5-point game here for Frontier. A team that was down by over 15 in the first half has stormed all the way back to lead by 5. Just about 3 minutes remaining. Here's Millette. That floater in the lane's no good. And the rebound by Abelli. In the corner, Sullivan a 3. He hits it. Sullivan, all of his points have come from 3-pointers. He's almost automatic from beyond the arc. He's got 15 points, all of them coming from 3. And an answer by the Redhawks. It's Alex Ellis with another 2 points and a tough layup. It's a 4-point lead for Frontier. 2.5 remaining, a deep 3 for Sullivan. That one's off, he gets his own rebound. He almost took that shot from the logo. And a timeout called by Pittsfield. Everybody on their feet with 2:22 remaining in the fourth. It's Frontier 47, Pittsfield 43. Let's see what Pittsfield does here on offense. Will they stick with their sharpshooter Braden Sullivan on 3? He has been, just like I said, just a madman out there beyond the arc on offense. As Frontier leads by 4. 2:22 remaining. We'll be right back on PCTV Sports. So it'll be Pittsfield basketball with under 2.5 remaining in this one. A 4-point lead for Frontier. It'll be Thompson to inbound from underneath his own hoop. Here's a belly. And Pittsfield will reset. Smalls. The screen by Abelli. Smalls works left. Now back out high. Top of the key. Smalls going to take this one baseline. Has no help. Has to throw back out top. Dangerous pass, but Thompson's able to control it. Thompson outnumbered. Here's Moshan. A 3, and that one's good. 1-point game. Camashan with the biggest shot of the night so far. Frontier 47, Pittsfield 46. A minute 40 remaining. Driving baseline, that shot no good. Offensive rebound, a tough shot, +1. Alex Ellis, tough. And he gets that one to go through contact. Such a tough shot. And he's able to get that one to fall. That is a huge play. And Ellis looking to complete the three-point play. And that one's off. So a 3-point lead for the visiting Red Hawks. What an answer by Frontier. Alex Ellis with 12. After that most recent basket. Approaching a minute remaining. Pittsfield's got to score. Here's Mashan. The floater in the lane's no good. Left it short. 1 minute remaining. A 3-point lead for the visitors, and this one's stolen. It is Sullivan. He's able to lay it up for 2. It's his first 2-pointer of the night, if you could believe that. Under a minute remaining, and it's a 1-point lead. Pittsfield needs a stop. And this one is good by Millette, and that is huge, a 3-point game. Back the other way quickly, Thompson for 2. It's a 1-point game. Back and forth they go, and Pittsfield calls a timeout with 34.2 remaining. Wow. So if you're on the edge of your seat at home right now, I don't know what's going to be able to get you to be on the edge of your seat than the ending of this one right here. 51-50 in favor of the Red Hawks. Again, in that first half, Pittsfield had a huge lead. Going into halftime, they felt good, but Frontier now all of a sudden with all of the momentum, their main man, Max Millette, he's got 17 points. And then Alex Ellis has been having a heck of a fourth quarter. He's got 8 points just in this quarter alone. As both coaches talk things over. Again, in crunch time. A 1-point lead for the Red Hawks. It's been a clean fourth quarter. Either team with just one foul here in the quarter. So the bonus not an issue. It's a matter of who can close it out. This is where great teams are made late in games in the playoffs. And Pittsfield, that was by design. They had to foul. That only bled 2 seconds off the clock. So Pittsfield, I'm guessing, is going to foul. Time ticking down. It's a 1-point game. Pittsfield needs a foul, and they do. So the foul is on Sullivan. There's a discussion here. So they're saying Brayden Sullivan has fouled out of this game. Looks like a timeout by Frontier here. 26.7 remaining. And it looks like Sullivan has fouled out. I'm not keeping track of fouls. just points, but they're going to talk this over. Both teams are going to talk this over. It's a 1-point game here in favor of the Red Hawks. We'll be right back on BCTV Sports. So here we go. It's a 1-point game. 26 seconds remaining. It'll be Dredge to inbound. Pittsfield with 3 team fouls. To stop the clock, they can foul, and this one is taken away. A huge defensive play by Cam Moshone in crunch time. Pittsfield with the ball, down by 1. Shot clock is off. They can take the last shot here and try to get the win. What a takeaway. They say defense wins games. Can Pittsfield close it out? 7 seconds. This one, foul. And 2 free throws upcoming. A huge call. And the foul is on Max Millette, their top scorer all night. And he commits that foul. So 2 free throws for a man who's had a better fourth quarter, but it's a cold game in general shooting-wise. A huge free throw, and this one's off. Frontier wants a timeout, and they get it. With 5.5 seconds, that's a huge miss. And the cold shooting night continues for Breon Thompson. And we'll be right back here on PCTV Sports. A 1-point game. Thompson needs to make this last free throw to tie it. The 6-seeded Red Hawks looking to take down the 3-seeded Generals in an upset. They've played like they've wanted it. Frontier has all second half. This for the tie, and we have a tie with 5 seconds remaining. Frontier to inbound, 51-51, 5 seconds left. The Hail Mary pass, and that one gets caught up in the net, up towards the ceiling on the pass attempt, and it got stuck. So they need to get a new game ball. Five and a half seconds, so that's technically out of bounds, if I'm not mistaken. The pass was thrown, and it nearly hit the ceiling of this gymnasium. So Pittsfield will get the ball, and they'll inbound underneath their own basket. Pittsfield now all of a sudden has a chance to get the last shot and win the game. If you're Frontier here, you can't foul. In the corner, Teray for the win! No good! And we go to overtime. Teray nearly had the game winner. Imagine if he hit that. But we will play overtime. 51-51. I mean, with the way that this game is going, that second half was something. But what a game. Going back for Frontier, Max Millette, he's had a heck of a game, leading all scorers. And how about Braden Sullivan, although it appears he has fouled out. Only one 2-pointer, the rest all threes. He leads the scoring for Pittsfield. Sam Toure in the corner nearly had the game winner, but it just bounced off the front iron. So both teams will either either team will only get one timeout here in the overtime. It's a 4-minute overtime period. So that's how much time that there will be left. So both teams talk things over. A fresh 4 minutes on the clock, and we play extra free basketball here from the Dome. What a game this has been. Really, what a second half. Credit to Frontier for coming all the way back, coming out of the locker room. And the tip-off, and Frontier with the possession. And a tie ball game. Here's Ellis. Ellis outnumbered. And a travel is called. So Pittsfield with the ball. 3:40 remaining. The screen by Abelli allows Thompson to drive, and no shot. The foul's on the floor. And the foul is on Dredge. So Thompson to inbound underneath his own hoop. Teray working one-on-one, and that height mismatch, and a foul is called. That looked like all ball to me, but the foul on Frontier. 22. The foul is on Modesto. They say they got him on the wrist. So free throws upcoming for Sam Toure. First one is good. Teray with such calmness is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Pittsfield up by 2. The first Pittsfield lead in a while. Here's a pull-up by Millette, and that one's no good. And a turnover, not a lot that Smalls could do, trying to keep that one from going out of bounds. Frontier maintains possession. And a foul is called before a possible jump ball. And the foul is on Breon Thompson. 3:05 remaining in overtime. 53-51 Pittsfield. Millette. Dredge. Now a mid-range shot. That one's off. Battle for the rebound. And possession to Pittsfield, and Pittsfield called a timeout. So that is the only timeout that Pittsfield has this entire overtime. 2:44 remaining, 53-51 Generals. We'll be right back on PCTV Sports. So after Pittsfield called the timeout, Pittsfield will maintain the possession. 2:40 remaining, a 2-point game. Thompson slips by a defender, gives it inside, and a huge 2 points for Quincy Abelli, who's had a quiet second half. Good to see him get on the scoreboard. If you're Pittsfield, it's a 4-point lead for the Generals. The double team. Here's a three from Modesto, and that one's off. Offensive rebound. Inside, and a jump ball. Possession arrow to Pittsfield. With 2:02 remaining, a 4-point game. Any more points by the Generals here is huge. It gives them a little bit of padding. Thompson holds it. Again, the Generals in no rush. .10 on the shot clock. Thompson switches left. In the corner to Toure. Three to shoot. Thompson, a desperation three. And a shot clock violation on the Generals. Less than 90 seconds remaining. Millette doesn't have anything to work with. Here is Ellis using his size to his advantage, and no shot. And the foul is on Noah Smalls. It's like a Red Hawk slow to get up on the far side, favoring that left knee as he went down. And that's not good to see. That's Alex Ellis, one of your best players tonight. Slow to get up, but able to walk it off. That's good to see. So interesting, they're saying that Ellis has to come out. Maybe because he got injured. But they're thinking about obviously probably checking him back in. So he has to sub out and then sub back in. I think just because of the injury. Looks like they're getting the foam roller out, try to loosen up the left leg. So it'll be 2 shots, and it's going to be Landon Lavalle to take the shots, and the first one is off. In this situation, in a 4-point game, every free throw shot is huge. Pittsfield fans make a noise, and he misses both. So Pittsfield can really slow things down. Looks like some Taconic Thunder players have made the trip after their contest. They have defeated Wauconah 62-60. And a foul is called before the shot. And near the entrance to the gymnasium, some green has entered the dome. Taconic Thunder players watching the end of this one. After Taconic wrapped up an exciting win over Wauconah up in Dalton just a little while ago. So a little bit of confusion here as to what's going on. Looks like their referee's going to talk things over with the scorer's table. Less than a minute remaining. Thompson's first free throw's off. And the lead is now 5 for the Generals. Frontier needs to score, and they need to score quick. Time not on their side, and that's turned over, but it's taken right back. And Millet's shot is off. Offensive rebound by Modesto. That one's off, and Pittsfield gets the rebound. And a foul called on Alex Ellis. And so more free throws for Thompson. Just a little bit of padding for the lead for the Generals. 6-point game. And now a 7-point lead for Pittsfield. Frontier has to go. 30 seconds remaining. Down 7. The 3 from Ellis is good. 4-point game with 20 seconds remaining. And this one taken away, and Dredge lays it in, and it's a 2-point game. 13 seconds remaining, and a foul. So 4 quick points all of a sudden by Frontier. Again, just when you think Pittsfield's going to pull away, the Redhawks just find their way back in this one. So it's free throws for Noah Smalls. First one's good. 3-point game. A make here would be huge. Frontier wants a timeout, and they get their 1 timeout. So a 3-point game, Frontier with the timeout. So now strategy. If Smalls makes this one, it'll be a 4-point game. So they have to either get a couple quick 2s or a 3. Got to hope for maybe a 4-point play, but be interesting if Smalls were to miss this last free throw. It would remain a 3-point game, and that's plenty of time for Frontier to try to get a 3. You'd probably want to get the ball in the hands of either Max Millette or Alex Ellis, one of those two, if this were to be a miss. But this free throw, the biggest shot of the game and probably the biggest free throw in shot of the season for Pittsfield and for Frontier for that fact. Again, if Smalls were to miss this one, Frontier would have to get the rebound. Three-point game, Smalls looking for some insurance, trying to make it 4. And it's good. So let's see what Frontier does here. 4-point game with 11.1 to go. This one taken away, and he stepped out of bounds. Oh, boy. Teray was eyeing that ball down like a hawk. Frontier to inbound. Here is Millette, and that's good. It's a 2-point game. Time ticking. 3 seconds. Pittsfield, they foul with less than a second remaining. And again, with only one timeout in the overtime period, Frontier had no more timeouts to call, so a lot of precious time, precious seconds ticked off the clock. But you gotta give Frontier a lot of credit for coming back in this one. And they played a heck of a game. They made this thing as interesting as it is right now. Pittsfield definitely something they're going to have to try to fix. Oh, they came up in the clutch, and that's what good teams do. But definitely a cold shooting second half for the Generals as Thompson automatic on the free throws. 4-point game, and that shot is no good, and Pittsfield walks away with the win in the Class B quarterfinal round here in the Western Mass Tournament. So both Lady Generals and the boys team for Pittsfield moving on to the semis, which will be coming up shortly. So Pittsfield with the 62-58 win. What a game, though, for Frontier. Give them a lot of credit. They showed a lot of fight here in this one. A heck of a game for really both teams. Top scorers for the Red Hawks, Max Millette and Braden Sullivan for Pittsfield. So next up on PCTV Sports, you got to tune in tomorrow night as St. Thomas More Academy and Darrow School will be playing against each other from the Pittsfield Boys and Girls Club. The AA game starting at 4 p.m., the AAA game starting at 6 p.m. So my name is Zach Bianco. I will be on the call for those two games tomorrow as well. So we'll talk to you tomorrow night if you're tuning in. Tomorrow we'll see you then. If not, have a good rest of the night. And the Generals come away with a 62-58 win over Frontier.